everyone, and welcome to Sharpness Gaming, and today we're back with another NPCC match. This is against U-Turn Crobat and the New London Zoroarks. Now, before we get started, I just want to let everybody know this one is a little bit late, and that is because I usually do these live, and I ended up not wanting to do the live commentary for this one. I mean, I did it, but you'll see why I did not want to use it later on in the video, or I'll explain it later on in the video. But yeah, so his team you can see in front of us: Azumarill, Shaman, Sock, Uxie, Tentacruel, and Dugtrio. I brought Trevenant, Giraffe for the first time. Giraffe Rig's coming out. Excadrill, Lando, Incarnate, Volcarona, and Tyranitar. He could have brought like Kyurem Black and stuff. He had a lot of scarier Pokemon he could have brought, but you'll see in this match these Pokemon were plenty scary as it was. So items on my Pokemon: Citrus Berry on the Trevenant, Choice Scarf Giraffe, Life Orb, Excadrill like we typically do. I put Choice Scarf on Landers. Originally I was going to have Focus Sash, and we'll see in the match if that ends up working out for us or not. The Volcaronas, I'm not remembering its item. It's been a while. Essentially, if I don't get these videos recorded the day they're supposed to be recorded, I kind of have a schedule going where I record them like the day before. If I don't do that, with my new full-time job and having 10 reptiles in my house now, things get away from me really quickly, so that's why this one's out so late. And then Tyranitar is leftovers, I want to say. But we're going to hop right into this one. I have no idea who I led with. I know like a couple of plays that happened in this match. Outside of that, it's going to be new for me too. So let's hit play. I'll try and do commentary as best I can, but again, it's been almost a week now since we've had this battle, and a lot of battles have happened in between then and now. So I lead Trevenant, apparently. I don't know why. I think maybe because I was thinking Uxie might have led, but he leads Azumarill, which works fine for me. I believe I go for a Will-O-Wisp here. A lot of this is going to be, I believe I went for this. I believe! So he switches off into all of these very inappropriate nicknames. Not a fan. Get out of my face with those nicknames. Will-O-Wisp. I mean, I'm a fan of clever inappropriate nicknames, but this is just, come on, really? So I burn the Tentacruel. It's not going to do much. I don't want to get accidentally Liquid Oozed, so I didn't go for Leech Seed or Horn Leech. I just didn't want to try it. I'm going to switch on the Tyranitar, get the Sandstream up. I'm not entirely worried if he Scald Burns me, but he's going to set up Toxic Spikes, which is fine, I think, originally, because I'm like, oh, I can just bring an Excadrill Rapid Spin those away. Excadrill won't get poisoned, whatever. So he gets hurt by Sandstorm and Burn, which is really cool. I know I'll live Scald, so I just go for an Earthquake here, I believe. And I'm not entirely scared of him burning me either. He's going to bring out the Sock. I actually set up Stealth Rock. So he brings out the Sock, and I know I'm not going to want to take a close combat from this thing. So I believe I switch into Volcarona, expecting him to maybe... No, I stay in, expecting him to knock off, expecting my Trevenant to come in. So he will knock me off here. It's going to get rid of my leftovers. I go for Thunder Wave, slow him down just in case he's Choice Scarf Sock. So that's kind of cool. That was a good play on my end. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Sharp, not bad. Yeah, I made some decent plays this game, but a lot of them were not. I think my biggest misplay was actually before the match, putting Choice Scarf on Landers. I think it was our biggest misplay. So I switched into Volcarona, see if he's going to go for close combat. But he goes for another knockoff, so either he is choiced, or he's just expecting the Trevenant that turn. So he gets rid of our leftovers on the Volcarona, which is sad. Plus we're poisoned because I haven't been able to bring an Excadrill yet to Rapid Spin away those spikes. But now here, I don't know if I go for Quiver or not. He's going to bring in the Azumarill. I believe I go Fiery Dance. Let's see. Yep, Fiery Dance. Going to go off here. And I believe another one of my big misplays in this game is leaving this Volcarona in against this Azumarill. I do get the special attack boost, which is really nice. But I think I leave Volcarona in. I remember saying this too. I leave Volcarona in just because there's that chance of the Flame Body. I think I rely on Flame Body activating too much with Volcarona, so I think I have to stop doing that. So Volcarona will faint here, no Flame Body, so, you know, we just kind of wasted Volcarona. I could have brought in this Trevenant really easily, taken that Aqua Jet, and also the Trevenant's not poisoned. So, I think the only Pokemon that can still be poisoned is Tyranitar, so that'll be another misplay later in the game, don't worry about it. The Shaman's going to come in either expecting Leech Seed, maybe Will-O-Wisp, or even Horn Leech. And this Shaman's going to be a big problem for our team now that Volcarona's gone. So that's a big reason I should not have gotten rid of it. We do have Sludge Wave on Landorus, but because our Landorus is Choice Scarfed, we have to Scarf ourselves into either Sludge Wave to hit this thing or Earth Power to hit the Tentacruel. So I think so we'll see later in the game. I'm getting ahead of myself because I don't know much about what's happening right now on the screen. So, and this is essentially what I want to talk about during this match. Having Choice Scarf Landorus really boned us. So, spoilers, we lose this. We're halfway through. I'm sorry. That's just how this commentary is going to go. We lose this one, and it's because of Choice Scarf Landorus and the stupid Shaman. So I should have honestly locked myself in the Sludge Wave. Wouldn't care if the Tentacruel came in and then like switched out. I could have done that, and Sludge Wave would at least be doing damage to the Tentacruel, and then he'd be taking Stealth Rock damage as he switched in every time. And the Shaman has Protect too, which is a big problem because he can just sit there and protect and see what I'm going to Scarf myself into, because I'm not Focus Sash, because I'm an idiot, because I rely too much on speed and stuff. So, you know, and then he didn't bring any of his speedy Pokemon. They were all the bulkier ones, so we do what we can around here. But, so he sees that I have Stone Edge. He protected. He can stay in and go for Seed Flares. I'm going to switch out expecting a Seed Flare. And I bring in my Giraffe, who has Sap Sipper and can eat up that. Oh, his Giraffe also wasn't poisoned yet, but now it is. But he has Giga Drain. So I have Sap Sipper. It's going to increase my attack. It doesn't matter. It just gave me... I only put Sap Sipper on Giraffe because it gave me an immunity. But I'm especially attacking Giraffe, just in case so I didn't have to rely on getting the boost. And Giraffe's other abilities are pretty terrible. It's Inner Focus and something else stupid, I think. If I had my phone on me... Where is my phone? It's gone! Oh, there it is. So now you can see extra drills on the field, but I just want to look up what Giraffe's other ability is, honestly. He's going to bring in the Uxie. I think I Rapid Spin here. And I think this was a stupid play on my own end. Did I Rapid Spin? Oh, no, he just switched out the same time I did. Here I Rapid Spin, and that was dumb because everything was already poisoned that could have been poisoned, so there was no point in doing that. So I should have just X-Scissored here and put some big damage off onto the Uxie. He's going to Heal Bell, which gets rid of, it'll tell me on the screen here, the Burn and the Paralysis. Which the Paralysis can be a problem because Sandstorm does subside now. We still have Tyranitar, but we're going to see the X-Scissor does not knock out the Uxie here, so if I would have put off that big damage, either he would have switched out the Uxie earlier, or I would have been able to KO it. Not a huge deal, though. But he's going to U-turn off the Excadrill. And we'll see what comes out after that. It's going to be the Dugtrio, another just inappropriate nickname. Giraffe? Rig. Zerby. So he goes for the Earthquake. I'm stuck in here with Arena Trap, so that was a really good play. You turning it into the Dugtrio to keep my Excadrill stuck here. Didn't even think about that. But the Trevenant, now I can bring in here. He can only Sucker Punch me, so I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Just because if he wants to try and Sucker Punch my Trevenant, it won't work this turn. He's going to bring it back in the Tentacruel, who will once again get burned. Not that it matters at all, but that... Actually, no, I switched. I'm crazy. I'm a crazy man. I switched because I expected somebody else to come in here. And Landorus, I knew could hit the Shaman, and it could also hit this. I didn't go for Earth Power expecting Shaman to come in, but he stayed in, so I could have killed the Tentacruel there, but what can you do? And that would have made the rest of the game so much easier. But now Tyranitar sitting here against the thing. Early Bird. That's Giraffe Frig's other ability. He's going to go for Scald, though. I can't get burned because I'm poisoned. And Tentacruel will take this damage, and that's it. And I'll take poison damage, of course, too. So I do have Earthquake on the Tyranitar. Let's see if I go for it this turn. He's going to switch out, probably into Shaman. Yep, into Shaman. I mean, again, guys, I'm sorry I can't provide better commentary than this. This game has been so lost to me. I don't know what has happened, and honestly, I don't know what I was doing during the match either, because I was just making. I made some good plays, but he was making better plays, and then I started just faltering off, so I couldn't get around the Shaman because I was choiced. So, I mean, that doesn't happen until later in the game that I'm having problems with Choice Scarf, but I probably could have done something about it earlier in this match. So, had I just been Focus Sash Landorus, I think this match would have been... I don't know that we would have necessarily won, but it would have been a lot closer than it ends up becoming. But at this point, we're just trying to knock out a Pokemon still. So, he's able to knock out my Tyranitar there. One less Pokemon for me to switch out into when I'm choiced into a dumb move with Landorus. We're going to see Leftovers recovery on the Shaman. So here's where it's going to start getting really annoying, because I'm not able to switch moves, so he can protect to see what I'm going to do and either stay in or switch into Tentacruel. And again, I go for Earth Power here expecting Tentacruel, but I forgot about Protect. So now Shaman can stay in all at once. Honestly, I should have been going for Sludge Waves, because we have Stealth Rocks up. Tentacruel wasn't going to like taking the Stealth Rocks every time, and if I remember, Tentacruel didn't have a way to recover, because I don't think Tentacruel gets recover. So Shaman's the only one that was able to recover its health. So if I was just going for Sludge Waves, hitting the Tentacruel as it came in on Stealth Rocks, and then switching out, and I think the Tentacruel still burned currently too, and then switching out, sack it off Pokemon, because I have, Trevenant and Giraffe here. So, like, I could have switched into Trevenant all the time, and the Tentacruel wouldn't really have a way to hit me, because I think it just has Scald, Toxic Spikes, it might have Sludge Wave, but it's neutral to a Trevenant, and I could just sit there and try and stall it out, because even if it had Liquid Ooze, I could have been going for Leech Seeds and Horn Leeches, and although it'll hurt Trevenant, it'll at least hurt the Tentacruel. So, I mean, there was still Pokemon that I'm sure would be able to take Sludge Waves from the Landorus, and of course, Zoomerald has Aqua Jet, so it can outspeed my Choice Scarf, but we would have at least been able to put off more damage than what I was doing going for Earth Powers like an idiot. So, I do have Shadow Claw, so I'm going to try and see how much Shadow Claws does as Shaman, but because I'm uninvested, it does bump gets damage, and the Shaman can just sit here, and Air Slash, I think is what it had. I wasn't even watching because I was explaining other things that were happening. So, yeah, I was pretty salty during the match, because I just made a terrible mistake having a Choice Scarf Landorus, and I made some suboptimal plays, as we've seen throughout this match so far. And he's been making good ones. So he's going to go for another Air Slash. At this point, I just have to leave Trevenant in. I try and go for a Will-O-Wisp just to get residual damage on this thing, because Shadow Claw is not doing enough. But it misses, so, that made me happier. That made me even happier. So, Trevenant's going to go down here pretty soon. We do harvest another Citrus Berry, which is like, okay. I mean, we died to another Air Slash, so what can you do? What can you do? Unless he misses. But, of course, nobody misses Air Slashes on me. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. So Trevenant's going to go down here. And then at this point, I think I finally switch it up for Sludge Wave? Or do I bring in Giraffe here? I can't remember, because there is one amazing play during this match, and let's see if we'll see it. But yeah, the Shaman can just protect, see what I'm gonna do, and then switch, which was a good tech to have. He probably was expecting Choice Scarf Landorus, so that was even better reason to go for Focus Sash Landorus. But what can you do? What can you do? So now, this time I did go for Sludge Wave, so now I'm expecting the Tentacruel to come in, so I'm going to switch into Giraffe, because then I can Psychic it, and Psychic will do okay damage to the Shaman. But yeah, he just switched into Tentacruel. And it's not burning anymore, but you can see it's under 50% here, and Sludge Waves would have been hitting it fairly decently. Tentacruel has some pretty good special defense, but at least we'll be hitting this a little harder than I think we're hitting the Shaman. Well, about the same, but Shaman has recovery, I think is the big thing. But he's going to switch out into the Uxie here as I go for Psychic. Fortunately, the Uxie does not go down to the Stealth Rock, and Giraffe going to pick up its first KO. It came to its first game, and it got a KO. I'm so proud of you, Skeeter. My little boy. My baby boy. So that's the only good thing to come out of this match, honestly. For our side, obviously. It came out good for him all around. But he's going to burn out the Azumarill, and now he can just double Aqua Jet, and it makes me sad inside, but that's how that's going to end up going. So there's the Aqua Jet. I'm assuming it's Choice Band. I was calcing it during the match, and I think it was either we had a chance to live, or we lived. Yeah, I think it was we lived a non-choice band at Azumarill, so I don't know. We'll have to see. You have to go to his side of the video and see if it mattered or not, the Aqua Jet. If it was a roll or not, that is. Oh, I just choked a little bit on air. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. This upcoming week, we're battling the Adelaide Agrons. I still have to figure out who coaches them, because they don't have like a page on the NPCC spreadsheets. That thing is just such a mess. Nobody puts up anything on there, so it's like, what do I even do? Who do I contact? But yeah, Adelaide Agrons will be this week. I'm going to try and get that live and recorded as we normally do. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to go check out U-Turn Crobat's side, because I'm sure it's a lot. I just lost my words. It's proving my point. It's betterly. Betterly is not a word. It is. I guess I will just say more properly. Wow, this is proving my point further than what it already was. It is commentated better than our side is. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone. Go Wild Charge.